What's going on, everyone? It's been a little while since my last podcast, but I'm trying to do it weekly. As you can see, it's not turning out too well so far. But this past month, I've been really, really busy. So 3 weeks ago, I went to Canada for a week. That was pretty okay, pretty cool. Not a whole lot going on, but it was for work, and they got like 10 feet of snow right before I got there, which is kind of crazy. You just drive by and you see piles of like 20 foot of snow, and it was just, I don't know, man. But yeah, that was okay. Not really a whole lot going on. A little bit too cold for my liking. But then the week after that, I went snowboarding at Copper and Vail, both in Colorado. If you don't really know about skiing like that, I snowboard personally, but I like Vail. Sorry about that. Sorry, you're. Personally, I like snowboarding more, and I like Vail more than Copper. Just because copper is like combined with woodward, which is cool if you like and you're good at like tricks and stuff. But I mean, I can do like a couple jumps and a couple grinds, but I'm not on X Games mode like at all. So it's just kind of like it's cool to look at, but not really my style. But I like Vale because like it's groomed a lot more, and they have the back bowls, which I did a couple. But I like the groom a little bit better because when the skiers are, you have these giant humps, which is just like I want to relax while I'm snowboarding. Like I want it to be chill, especially if I'm trying to like warm up or something. I'm not trying to jump straight into it. But yeah, I've been going out west for I want to say I think the year about 5 or 6 years now. So it's pretty cool. Definitely a great experience if you have the opportunity to. I also went snowmobiling. It was my first, well, technically second time, but first time driving one. And I mean, it was the most fun thing I've probably ever done. I've done a lot of fun things, but it's just something different. Like, I like to go on these nice vacations and trips for work and stuff, but like something about like the power sports is just like completely different. It's just a different type of like fun inside you. But yeah, I did that, and then after Colorado, I came home for about 4 or 5 days, and then I just went to Boston for the seafood show there. So that was pretty neat. There's a lot of interesting stuff there. I do like Boston a lot, and not so much the town. The town's kind of like Chicago. It's okay. I'm not really a big city person myself, but it's the people there because like you can tell they're like down to earth in a way, like not down to earth. I mean, as in like innocent or anything, but like they're not so connected to the phone. Like they're actually living their life. You'll see like college kids walking around together, like actually enjoying the moment, which is like kind of hello. Okay, I think I just muted that. But what I was trying to say is like the college kids are like actually like living life, which you don't really see now. Like you just see like if you go to a party, everyone's just like this. I mean, there are people like talking and stuff, but it's just so like everything is this or like this, which I mean, I can't really say much because I'm literally recording on a camera and it's going on social media. So, but it's just like, I don't know. I get it, but I don't know. It's just kind of something different you don't see. I just kind of enjoy that they're like, still like a community it seems like a big little community, if you know what I mean, like a small community but in a big city. And it was St. Patrick's weekend, so it was pretty neat. Um, but yeah, I did the food show. It was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but I was there Saturday setting up and Wednesday breaking, or Wednesday I left. But yeah, it was pretty neat to see. I saw a crocodile head, kind of cool. Just some cool machinery, and I was working in the booth, cooking up, chefing up type shit. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. We had a big booth this year. It's my first time going actually, and I do really like the working a food show. Now, none of you guys are probably gonna understand like any of this type of thing, but like I don't know, it's just so cool because the building itself, it was in the Boston Convention Center. But for those of you who don't know, it's literally you take your Walmart and you times it by three in length. Width, it's about the same. Like if you were to walk from the front to the back of a Walmart, probably about the same. But if you were to walk from, let's say, like the outdoor area to the grocery area, that times three at least. I mean, it is ginormous. But yeah, I think there were probably a couple 100,000 people. There were probably close to 1,000 booths too. So it was really, really interesting to see. The girls are smoking hot. I mean, the girls are literally like this. Please, please. I mean, you should have seen them. They're from literally every country. You got Canada, mainly like lobster and shit, and then you got USA, of course. I mean, we were there. And Maine companies, California companies, da 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 da. You got Mexico, Panama, Japan, Korea, China. Korea is in South Korea. Singapore, Turkey, Spain. Um, I don't know. There were a couple other ones too, though. Oh, Ireland, Scotland, not a country, but part of the kingdom. But yeah, there was like a lot of different countries there, and I'm not even gonna lie, there were hot Indian girls there, which I'm not even trying to be like that. That's a rare sighting. You should have seen this shit. But I mean, that even wasn't the best part of the show. I just spit everywhere. Like that part added on to how great it was. But I wasn't even. I was just focused on cooking and getting the job done, and that was just bonus points. I mean, like I literally would work that show the rest of my life. Hopefully, I can go back every year. But yeah. I mean that. Sorry, I didn't mean to give you all a little peek of that. But I mean, it was just awesome, honestly. So I've been doing that the past couple weeks. I haven't been able to hang out with my friends in a little while, so that's a little bit sad. And I'm not gonna get to hang out with them this weekend or next weekend. So I probably haven't seen them in like a month. I'm gonna try to find something to do next weekend, but I'm also gonna start. Not, I don't want to say vlog because it's kind of like cringe to say that, I guess, and not really what I'm gonna be doing. But I'm gonna start recording on the GoPro, not like yo, what's up, guys, but more of like just kind of like recording my life, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I know YouTube's not the new wave, and it's obviously still TikTok, but I don't know. It's kind of a cool thing. I feel like I do some pretty interesting stuff sometimes. So yeah. Um, but that's pretty much what all I've been doing. I feel like I need to talk a little bit slower, maybe. But yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to like sniff into the mic. Jeez. So how do y'all feel about the Okay, first of all, one thing I want to say about the FaZe clan. Well, I can't really say it about Jason because he's on this Netflix show, so he's not really ruining it. But Max, bruh, they gotta kick Max out and Kason out. I mean, I like Max a lot. Kason, I don't really even know him. I don't even know any of them, but I'm just saying content wise. Like I watched Max a little bit, but he needs to create his own group with like Tay Too Smooth and all those people, and kind of do his own music type of thing, and then let the FaZe boys make Yugi and Marlon join. Marlon, I don't know yet, but like Betsy needs to be in the camera too. He can't just be recording. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, it's not even really my place to talk because it's not like they're ever gonna see this shit anyway. But I don't know. I just thought I should add that in there because like I don't know. The subathon last year was like the best thing ever on the internet, and now Max is like, and I'm too. I'm he's low key like I'm too good for that now. So you know. And how do y'all feel about Bambi winning? Could have been love. I think. Well, what I heard is Switcheroo and Drewski already been with each other before it even started. But personally, okay, one, how did Daddy Yankee make it that far? That's one thing I want to say. White Chocolate should have been in the finals. Nina never should have even been in the thing. Bambi, I get they kept her and they kept Meatball for the content, but I mean, I get keeping Bambi till the end, but Meatball, I mean, also is funny as shit too. But it's just like, bro, Drewski's not gonna date your ass. I mean, Like, you really think that out of any girl in the world? Bay was kind of a cool thing because she came on, met him at the nightclub, and then got in the master bed and was like, all up in their face, like, yeah, I get my phone, I get this bed all to myself. R.I.P. Nugget. That's all I gotta say. Um, but yeah, she should have. I think she honestly, if it would have been her and Bambi in the finals, that would have been the best. Switcheroo was the obvious, like, looking wise, probably the best. White chocolate definitely good, but I don't know if that's marriage material. You know what I mean? So same with Bay, but Bay's face really wasn't that cute either. Daddy Yankee literally shouldn't have made it that far. Camille, I think was her name. K Dot. I don't know how she got eliminated, like first or second. The first girl who got eliminated, should she have been first? Hell no. But should she have made it past the second round? Hell no. So I mean, I feel like honestly, if anyone should have went first, it should have been probably Himothy. Honestly, I do like Himothy, like personality, but yeah, it's just not gonna work for Drewski. I'm gonna give y'all my rating right now. Let me get a piece of paper for y'all because that shit low key pissed me off. I know it's not my place like at all, but I still feel like as a fan, I have the right to cast my vote. Dude, that would have been crazy. What if they would have done that instead? Like, did a voting system instead of whoever he wanted? That would have been crazy. For real. Here we go. Alright, I'm gonna just do what I remember, okay? I don't, I'm not for sure who all was in this completely, but I'm gonna try my best to remember everyone who was in this. And I know this isn't like your traditional podcast, but alright. I'm gonna do it in this back of this page. So, I think there were 17 and a half girls, including Nugget. So, I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just number them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Sorry, I had to. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Because we don't know if Nugget will be last. Alright. I'm going to pull this up. Let me see. Could have been love. I'm trying to see. I don't like how it's this list, how the way it is. No, okay, all right. I got number. I think I don't know how many there really is. It doesn't feel like there's 18 of them. The last I'm gonna put Troy. I'm sorry, Troy, but you just didn't fit in. After Troy, I'm gonna have to go Katrina. Who? Wait, what was Troy's nickname? I'll put that instead. Why does it not say Troy's nickname? Was Troy's nickname Troy? Anyway, um, let me see. I don't think any of these actually have their real name or their fake name. All right, and 17th, I'm gonna go Katrina or Katharina. She's like the 43-year-old, like the auntie. Then I'm gonna have to go Jada. She's the one with the black that got eliminated first. After Jada, I'm probably gonna have to go with Erica or Eric. All right, we got 18 Troy, 17 Katharina, 16 we got Jada, Eric we got at 15. All right, then we're gonna go with Himothy. And this isn't just based off of looks. I just want to preface that because I know some of y'all are gonna be like, you think that, uh, you think, whatever, Troy isn't as cute as Himothy or something? I don't even know what y'all would say. But, whatever. Alright, so we got Himothy. Now I want to do probably. Okay, well, Bay's not even on this list. So we're either going to go with. I don't know, this is hard. K Dot or Nina? I don't like how loud Nina is. So, actually, nah, matter of fact, let's get Pinch out the way. Pinch, Nina, K Dot. Alright. After this, I'm going to eliminate Meatball. And Daddy Yankee. Alright. After Daddy Yankee, we got Pinch out of here, right? Yep. Honestly, I'm going to have to go with, I think her name is Kegs. No, not Kegs, not Kegs. Country. Country. You got to go. I feel like I shouldn't even include Bambi on the list, so I'm going to get rid of a number. Bambi doesn't count because Bambi already won, so we can't even really put her on a rating, honestly. After Country, I'm going to have to go Nugget. Now, after Nugget, we still have, let's see, White Chocolate. We have Bay. We have Kegs Demon. We have Switcheroo. And who else do we have? We got Tigriz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so that's everyone. Okay, so I'm gonna read y'all the list. 17 Troy. I don't know the nickname. So or 18. Oh yeah. 17 Troy. 16 we got Katharina, aka Auntie, 43-year-old. 15 we got Jada. 14 we got Eric. 13 Himothy. 12 Pinch. 11 Nina. 10 K Dot. 9 Meatball. 8 Daddy Yankee. 7 Country. 6 Nugget. Alright, now we got the last we got is White Chocolate, Bay, Kegs, Switcheroo, and T Grizz. I'm gonna have to get rid of probably Bay first. Alright. So Bay at number 6. Number 7, we're probably going to go with Demon. Alright, now we got White Chocolate, Switcheroo, and T Grizz. Honestly, I'm gonna go Switcheroo. Breaks my heart to say that. But she be kissing on Drewski too much, so now she's washed. I don't want that no more. White Chocolate at number 2. And T Grizz, should have won. That's on business. Troy, Katrina, Jada, Eric, Himothy, Pinch, Nina, K. Dot, Meatball, Daddy Yankee, Country, Nugget, Bay, Demon, Switcheroo, White Chocolate, Tigris. Tigris should have won. You could tell that she was trying to change her heart for Drewski. And I'm not even trying to get, religious or nothing. She had her heart devoted to Drewski. She was trying to switch, try not to be the way that, and I'm not saying anything bad about that, but I'm just saying she really was trying to be open-minded and give her heart to Drewski. Did she want the money? Oh, I'm sure. If it was a yes or no, she would say yes. But she actually tried her best to, not be so studly and, really try and show her girly side to get Drewski. And he's going to sit here and be ignorant and give her a white rose and trick her. That shit's not funny, man. So we should start a petition. Let's get Tigris her money and get her Drewski. Season 2, if that's a possibility, she needs to be on the show. Tigris needs to be on the show. Yes, she does. So that's all I gotta say. I think she needs to be on season 2. I think she should have won in the first place. Also, White Chocolate, she needs a redemption shot. Switcheroo, get her out. I don't think anyone else really needs to come. I think Nugget too. Nugget, Switcheroo, Nugget, White Chocolate, and Tigris. They need a rerun. Nugget, unfairly, she got her ACL torn by Switcheroo. So Switcheroo, I'm glad you got second and you lost. And the fact that he kissed up on you and still got your ass out, that's what you deserve. Because you broke Nugget's little heart. You did. So that's all I gotta say. Tigris from the East Coast of Maryland, or the Eastern Shore of Maryland. You got our heart out here, man. Hopefully you see this. We love you. I think I got everyone else I want to say. And don't get me wrong, this girl, I don't know what they would call her. Oh shit, that was not good. This girl, Katrina. I don't know why it's spelled like that. I get it. Every time I say I get it, I'm thinking of that TikTok song. I get it. She wanna, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Is she kind of fine? I don't want to say yes, but yeah. But she's a little too old for me and definitely for Drewski. It's just not really a reality show type of deal, you know what I mean? For someone that age. I mean it is, but not this type of love show with a younger man. So, but I hope y'all are enjoying this so far. I'm having a pretty good time. So yeah, I'm gonna at some point do this GoPro whole thing. I'm gonna try to do. I don't want to make any promises. I want to say every week or every other week do some sort of vlog type thing. I'm not gonna be like, yo, what's going? But it's kind of be just something chill. But yeah, I'm trying to think. So in the next couple weeks, let me pull my calendar up real quick. Okay. So let me see. Next week I'll be in Baltimore till Thursday, like usual. Actually, till Tuesday. And I got a food show on Wednesday. Then chill, hopefully, Thursday. Work Friday. Be off Saturday, Sunday. I think in about 2 or 3 weeks I'll be moving to Canada for like the rest of the year, maybe. As far as I'm concerned, and I know so far. Um, Let me see if I got anything to show y'all. Let's do a little unboxing, actually. It's not anything new. I've had it for a while. But, because I just looked at my credit card, and I've been getting charged $50 a month for Fabletics, which I don't even know the brand, honestly. I just know during Black Friday I saved up, or I joined the membership for free. So I guess they've been charging me $50 for the past like 5 or 6 months. This is something I got during Black Friday. So we're about to see. Sorry if it's loud as shit. I'm sorry. All right, we got a pair of shorts. They don't look too bad. Got the little F on it. Strings ain't horrible. Not my favorite. Oh my gosh. Are you fucking serious? I should have expected it from Fabletics, but it's fucking terrible. These are khakis, but they're like made of like, I guess they're not that bad, but they're made out of like soft shit. Things are supposed because like you could honestly run a mile in these and it wouldn't be a problem, which I guess is kind of cool, but I don't really be fucking with that to be honest with you. So yeah, let me think of anything else I got to show y'all. I'm gonna get. Oh, I got one. Chat or not chat, but you guys. They're North Face shoes. I know it's already a red flag. Don't get me started. I saw these online and I thought that I was gonna start a new trend with these. Ugh. They're not the right color though. I didn't think they were this shade. And I know what you're already thinking. Does it look crazy? Hell yeah, it does. Okay, that was just my headphones. But what I was thinking is these are like big ass pants that kind of just like cover like this much of the shoe, and you can just see like here and down. Would low key be fire, but I don't know if I just don't know if there's a pair of pants that could hide these well enough. Honestly, I mean the bottom has really good ass grip. I'm not gonna lie, like it's spiky. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that. So yeah, let's get back into it. The next couple weeks I think are hopefully gonna be chill because I'm honestly really sick of. I love to travel, but when it's like okay, when I go to Canada for 3 months, that doesn't bother me. But if I'm going 3 different places in 3 weeks, where I have to go to one place, come back for a day, and then leave again, that's the part that kind of gets me. Mainly just like the fact that I worked last weekend, so I didn't really have any days off. And then this weekend I got to do something, so I'm not having any days off. And then when I went to Canada, I left on a weekend day and came back on a weekend day. So it's kind of just, you know. But yeah, I went snowboarding again last Friday down at Round Top. Really wasn't that great. I learned how to ski actually because I've always wanted to ski again. I skied when I was like 5 and 6, and then I moved to snowboarding. So I wanted to get back into skiing. And honestly, I learned it pretty quick. Like I went down the bunny slope first because like you gotta always I didn't want to just go on the green and then freak out and have to walk down the mountain like a little bitch. So I went down the bunny slope like probably I don't know 20 times maybe just to be real confident. Then I went up and I did the green like probably 4 times on skis, and it's so weird. Like I low key love it, but I hate it too. Like getting off the lift is way easier, and like turning back and forth is low key fun. But pizza's when you do the pizza, it hurts. Like it didn't hurt to do it, but it's like you have to push really fucking hard to stop even on the green. And I can't just, you know what I mean? Like when ice skates out and skis, how people go, like I can't do none of that shit. I can turn slowly, but I can't go. So, how's my haircut anyway, chat or guys? I feel like it's not too bad. Type shit. Sorry, that was so fucking cringe. I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, I'm kind of excited for Canada a little bit. I know I'll be working most of the time, but I'm gonna bring my PC and everything there, so I'm gonna stream probably every single day, if possible. I'm not gonna be doing streams as long as I used to. I haven't streamed probably in the same amount of time as my last podcast. I changed my name too. just because I felt like before Meet Liam is kind of it's a good name, I'll say, but I feel like it's kind of something, I don't know. It just doesn't really work very well when it comes to, you know, social media type of thing. I guess Kai Cenat and Aiden Ross is probably the real name, maybe. But most, you got like, I guess, I don't know. I don't really like the name too much, like Meat, like Meet, but also like Meat, and then Liam. And then if I ever did become popular, people would be like, "Yo, Meat." So nah, I'm not doing all that. So the new name is Strilloh, and I know it's a weird ass name, but I don't know. I came up with that probably in fourth grade. So I'm not gonna tell you the full name I came up with, but it was Strillo something at gmail.com. It's the Strillo is not spelled the same way it is now, but it's just, I don't know. I just came up with a name back then, and I don't know. It just kind of came to my head, so I'm just gonna use that name. I feel like it's a decent name. But yeah, I'm gonna be bringing my whole setup to Canada. I'll show you what that is. Let me just take this off of here. All right. So, oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna take this monitor with that, and then underneath the suitcase. But that's just so this doesn't sit on the ground. So we're gonna be taking this to Canada. Look at the toe shoes and everything, and the Tims. Okay. So we're gonna be taking the computer, the monitor with the arm, this monitor, keyboard, both speakers, mouse, obviously, headphones, mic. But yeah, I think it should be. This is so fucking weird because like I'm seeing y'all here. You see what I mean? Like that's just so weird. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try to take everything. It's probably gonna be a couple $100 to ship, which kind of sucks. But I mean, I bought this PC and it was a pretty good amount of money, so I kind of need to get use out of it and actually use it. So I don't mind paying like a couple hundred to ship it there and back or whatever. And I think it'll be worth it in the long run, probably. But yeah, um, another thing is I want to get a Tesla, and I know some of you guys probably don't like Elon. Okay, whatever. I don't. Even if Tesla wasn't made by Elon or is, I don't care. That's not what it's about. Just the fact that the car is so like technologically advanced and has so many good features. And I have an electric car now. The Tesla gets like 100 more miles of range, so why wouldn't I do that? And now I can get a 2023 for like $19,000, and it goes 0 to 60 in like 2.9 seconds. Like, why would I not do that? Like, you guys keep destroying all the ones you want if that will make the price go down, and I don't condone that at all because I think it's wrong. I mean, Teslas have security cameras where they can catch you if you're not wearing a mask or something. But I'm just saying, like, I don't get it. One, but yeah, I'm not trying to get too political, whatever. But I'm just saying, I want one. Okay, that's all. End of conversation. Um, but yeah. So let me know what kind of videos you think I should be doing, chat or guys, whatever you all want me to call you. Um, I'm gonna be doing the podcast thing. I want to be able to do like longer ones, but it's kind of tough because I've already done my introduction one. Sorry, my hair's like sticking out over here. It's kind of weird. All right. Anyway, hold on 1 second. All right, I had to mute there for a second. Um, I want to get like longer podcasting done, and I want to get better quality. Right now, I'm just using the cam and I'm just talking straight face to face. You just can't hand them a packet. You gotta teach them face to face. Some kids don't learn like that. No, I'm just kidding. But you can see it's a pretty basic setup. I'd like to do something a little bit better eventually, but I low key need to get like guests on. And anyway, I don't know. I need to get better equipment. I'm just using this mic. My last podcast, I used this mic, which is honestly a better mic, but this is just more convenient. So I'm gonna try to get better and better equipment eventually. I need to get different guests on first, and I know what you're thinking. How are you going to get on a guest when you don't have any followers? Okay, well, I get it, but I want to just start out. It can honestly be anybody, like a random ass person. It doesn't matter. But yeah, like I know it's not going to be anyone famous for my first one because obviously, why would it be? They don't even know who I am. Like nobody does. But yeah, I kind of want to get this podcast thing doing well, and I want to stream, and then I also want to do the video. I keep like spitting. Also do like the videos too. Hold on. All right, Chad, what's popping? All right, that was cringy as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Um, what's it called? Sorry about that. My boss was calling me just about some work thing, but I really love, and I know nobody on here gives a fuck, but like I really love doing the food show type of thing. These girls, I mean, I know I keep talking about the girls, but actually, like that aside, like they're just be. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, chat. I keep actually muting the mic, but anyway, I went to this pizza place called Halftime Pizza in Boston. Dave Portnoy gave it a 9.2. I want to say highest review he's ever gave. This shit blows Red Baron out the water. I love Red Baron frozen pizza. Blows it out the water. I'm not playing with y'all. But anyway, so I went there. The pizza was so good. But what kind of threw me off guard is, we did the order. Then he, turns the iPad around. Whatever. Tip. Bitch, you putting a piece of pizza in the oven and giving it to me. So I put $1. I'm not. I really want to hit zero, but you best believe I'm not going to tip you 20% when you just grabbing a piece of pizza that's already been cooked and heating it up in the oven and giving it to me. So I hit $1. Sign, please. Okay, text, email, or print receipt. Print receipt. Boom, got it. And he went back to go get the thing. So I pull the paper out the receipt, or out the machine, the receipt out the machine, and I put it in my pocket. And he's and I'm not even trying to be, stereotypical, whatever. I don't know what language he was speaking, but it wasn't English. I think maybe Spanish. He's getting all angry, and I bought a bottle of water. So when I got my pizza, I said, "Hey, when you get a chance, can I get my water?" Gave me a cup about that fucking big. Are you serious? That bottle of water was $3. The slices of pizza were $4.50 a slice, and you're getting me a small ass cup of water. Put some respect on my name. But that shit like low key pissed me off for real. Because I'm just like, first of all, I just paid $9 for two pieces of pizza. Keep in mind Red Baron is like $6.99. So that already threw me off. Luckily, it was expensed and paid for, but I still feel bad when I'm returning my receipt and they say $9 for two slices of pizza. So I mean, I don't know. I just felt like that was kind of rude. And you're getting all this business because of Dave Portnoy. I'm sure you probably already were because you're in a good location and you're in Boston. But I'm just like, bro, why do you got to do that? Just what I ordered. Your ass rang it in. It said da 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 ounce bottle of water. I don't know if it was Aquafina Dasani. Who cares? I paid for my water. I got a cup about yay big. So, um, and by the way, if you're ever watching this Theo Vaughn or Shane Gillis or Tim Dillon or Matt McCuster, I would love to be on your guys' podcast, or even the Bad Friends podcast. And don't think I forgot y'all. I've been watching you guys, the Bad Friends podcast since late 2022. I think September 2022. So that's a pretty long ass time, honestly. Theo, I just saw you last August in Moncton. I haven't got to see Shane Gillis or Tim Dillon yet, but I really want to see Shane soon in DC. I think it's April 15th, maybe. And then Tim, you need to come perform on the East Coast, bro. So yeah. And shout out, I just want to give another shout out to T Grizz from Could Have Been Love. I would love of I don't even know. Anyway, I need to make more TikToks probably. I need to do more podcasting, more streaming, just more videos in general for real. But yeah. Oh, let me show y'all. Let me see if I got anything to show y'all special. Mm, okay, well this is just proof. Oh, is this shit even signed? Okay, it's not signed, but actually I get something signed. Hold on. This is for you, Theo, just to prove that I went to your show. Okay, I don't even know where the fuck it went. Anyway, Theo, I had a hat of your, yeah, I had a white with the red uh Rat King shirt or hat, but I got this. So does this prove it to you that I'm a fan? Bad friends, I'm sorry I don't have any of your merch, but I got this from the show. So, um, let me see if I got anything else cool to show y'all. Yeah, these are kind of cool. Let's just do kind of like a closet tour. Burger King, George Bush. I forgot what Jordans these are. I think 13s probably. These ones are kind of cooked. Only wore them like twice. But other than that, I already showed y'all the toe shoes. We got mm, not really anything too crazy for real. But what's it called? I know I had to cut the podcast earlier. Hopefully, I can kind of smooth that out and make it look decent. But yeah. So I'm trying to think if I got anything else to tell y'all. I'm trying to not make this such a short ass podcast for real. But so yeah, my plans with streaming when I get to Canada. I'm gonna still try and stream here a little bit, but I've been kind of crazy busy lately. So I'm gonna try to um, stream at least like 4 days a week in Canada. I'm gonna try to get into IRL, but the service is actually horrible there. IRL probably wouldn't be very often, honestly. But yeah, I would do that. And I'm gonna try to just I don't know do some new content type of thing this year. I don't really have a lot socially going on to be honest. So yeah, got a couple friends partying once in a while. Um, Let me think if I got anything else to tell y'all. Oh, let me put y'all on actually. Let me put y'all on to something. If you're kind of nervous about getting into stocks, this whole thing, and I can't really say too much because shit's so bright. Hold on. As you can see, I am down. Oh, that's in one day. Hold on. All. I'm not doing terrible. I am down. I'm down from 1,382 to now 1,251. But if I were you personally, I would buy this stock. And I'm not affiliated with this company. It's a Chinese company. I don't really, I don't know anyone who works there or anything like that. But if you just look at the stock in general, it's at $35 now. Oh no, it's not very much, whatever. But a year ago today, it was at $9. I mean, it's literally skyrocketed. It's went up 280% in this last year. I would personally buy it. It's XIACY. It's a Chinese company. They make phones, but they also make cars. And they're not even their phones are banned in the U.S. and they are still do just as well, which is a good thing. And you might be like, well, why is that a good thing? You can't sell it here. Well, I mean, if a company can survive without the U.S. economy, I mean, just imagine what it would do with the U.S. economy, because we're the number one consumer of everything. So I know this podcast is kind of all over the place, but um, I really need to find a niche and a direction when I do this. I don't really plan anything and kind of just go, go, go. Um, I think also another thing I want to quickly do is rank podcasts and podcasts that I've watched. So, you guys might be like, well, why didn't you do this one? Well, because I don't know about it. So, here's what I want to do. We're going to take MD Foodie Boys. Shout out to y'all. I'm from MD too, bro. Dude, I had the best idea for them and then they fucking did it. I said, why don't I want to contact them and do a Buffalo Wild Wings mukbang or mukbang? Literally get on Instagram the next day and they did it. Okay, we're gonna do MD Foodie Boys, Bad Friends, Nelk, Flagrant, Theo, Tim, MSSP, Tiger Belly. What else do we got? MD Foodie Boys, Bad Friends, Nelk, Flagrant, JR, the JRE Experience. What else we got? All right, MD Foodie Boys, Bad Friends, Nelk, Flagrant, Theo, Tim, MSSP, Tiger Belly, JRE Experience. I believe there's another one I'm missing that's pretty big. And this is kind of just in the comedy world. I'm not talking about, like unfiltered and all that type of thing. I'm kind of and I know you're gonna say, well, MD Foodie Boys isn't the comedy world. Well, it just went on Tim Dillon, and it's kind of a meme type of thing. And you could say the same thing about Nelk, but I mean, it's still kind of in that same realm in a way. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, in ninth place. I hate to do this to y'all. I'm gonna have to go with Flagrant. I don't even know if that's how you actually say it. Oh, and we gotta put Two Bears, One Cave. That can go at number 10. All right, now number 8. So we got Two Bears, One Cave off our list. We got Flagrant off our list. Next, I would probably go with. Let's go Nelk. Yep. Let's go. Actually, nah. Let's go Tiger Belly at 8. 7, we'll go Nelk. Let me move this down a little bit. 7, we're going to pick Nelk. 6, we're going to pick, I'm sorry, MD Foodie Boys. All right. Sorry, buddy. All right, now we're down to the final 5. Bad Friends, Theo, Tim, MSSP, and JRE. I think I'm going to have to go. And this isn't based on how good production is and this and this and that. It's based on the content you're getting from it. What's funny, interesting, da 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 da. And also how many I watch on average, how many of the episodes that come out that I actually watch. So I'm honestly gonna have to go with at 5, probably the JRE Experience. I love how raw it is. Pause. And I love how long it is. Like just the fact that cuz okay, the bad thing I'll say about Bad Friends is it's a lot, and I love Bobby, I love Andrew. The fact that they always go 1 hour. Don't make a cap to it, and now you're gonna say, well, you only go 45 minutes. Okay, I'm new to the whole game. I don't get paid from it, and I'm doing it purely out of passion, and I'm thinking of things to talk about off the top of my head. So I'd say the bad thing about Bad Friends is it's always an hour to an hour and 15 minutes, which I don't know about MSSP. I can't say. Tim also is about an hour and 20 minutes. So I like how at JRE they literally will go for 3 hours, or they might go for 45 minutes. Sometimes not really, but mainly like 3 hours, 2 hours, 4 hours. I've seen 4 hours and 17 minutes. I think I've seen that. I haven't watched that one, but I've heard about it. So we got Bad Friends, Theo, Tim, MSSP. Next, I'm gonna have to go with MSSP. And I hate to say that, but the show is usually, and I hate to say this out loud because I love that show so much, the show is always better when there's a guest. So, and it depends on the guest. Like Tim Dillon adding to that show makes it golden. So, I will say there are probably, I mean, they're all good episodes, but most of them are decent or good. And then you have probably out of every 10 episodes, you have two that are amazing, which I hate saying that because I love y'all so much, but MSSP at 4. I don't even know why I'm criticizing y'all so much. You have a good ass show. Um, I don't even know if I can consider this one better than MSSP, but it's just because I've watched it a lot more. And I will say that about MSSP is I can't really criticize y'all because I've only watched the ones that have features on them. I've watched like 3 or 4 that are just Matt and Shane. But another thing I'll take away is I haven't watched it because sometimes Shane ain't even on the podcast. How are you gonna be the host and you ain't even there? I get you're busy, but I don't know, Shane. So that's why I'm gonna put y'all at 4. I'm only putting this one at 3 above this one is because I've been watching it longer and watched more of it. And I'm not even gonna talk, but Bad Friends at 3. And now between Theo and Tim, I think you know where I'm going here. Tim, number 2. And Theo at 1. Okay, now let me don't click off the video. Don't get all mad, Tim. I put you at 2 because I haven't watched you as long. I just started watching you, I think this probably July. And I really got into you quickly. Pause. But I can't remember what I first saw you on. I think I want to say on Bad Friends this summer when you were talking about the Joker. Joker 2. That might have been the first time I saw your comedy. If not, no, that is. I saw that one first. Then I saw you on MSSP. And then I saw you with Whitney, I think twice or 3 times. Then Theo. So I want to put you at. You might be one day, but as of now, I mean, your stuff is always hilarious. I love how you go completely, you know, the I'm not gonna say the group, but these groups they go to this extreme, and you just go completely, you blow them out of the water, go over the top just to make them, just to show them how ridiculous they sound to themselves. You know what I mean? So my favorite one, and just as an FYI bonus, America means to me. That's your one of the best clips you have. I love that clip. So personally, right now, I would say you're number one. I look forward to your stuff the most. But overall, well, if you want to get technical and overall, I'd put Joe Rogan at one because he's the king of comedy and just podcasting in general. So I'd put him honestly at number one overall, but overall and to me, I would put Theo at number one just because he kind of opened up the comedy podcast like eye for me. I never, I didn't know it existed until I heard, some of his clips on TikTok. I've been watching him a little while. Bad Friends, I think, might have been the first one I got into. Um, and the only I do want to put Theo at two because of his stand up. And I know you're thinking, well, stand up and podcasts aren't the same. Okay, well, when I watched Theo, I got front row. Had to. He's my favorite. The only thing I was disappointed about is I've heard a lot of you can understand his type of comedy. Every comedy artist has their own type of comedy. Theo is, very unique, and Tim Dillon is, on the podcast at least is going. I've never seen Tim live, but it's just over the top, like, ridiculous but funny. Shane Gillis is just like, but it's like funny somehow still. Um, but the thing about Theo is when I watched him live, I kind of knew what he was gonna say when he was performing, because he said, "I'm not gonna say, a certain word unless you do." Okay, well, you've said that on the podcast before. I remember the clip. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to move Theo, tying with Tim. And don't get me wrong, I love these comedians like a ton. I mean, I wouldn't have bought front row if I didn't like Theo Vaughn. You know what I mean? I wouldn't watch Tim Dillon every whatever. I think it's Mondays now, maybe Saturdays or Thursdays. I really don't know. But I wouldn't watch Tim every week if I didn't like him. I wouldn't watch Bad Friends for the last 3 years if I didn't like him. Or Shane. I kind of got into Shane pretty recently because I didn't know he had a podcast. I just had seen him. I can't remember. I think I first saw him on Kill Tony. Also love that. Oh my! I could have put them on this list. Wow. They say it's the number one live comedy podcast in the world. I don't know if it's a podcast though. They say it is though. Okay, if I Kill Tony, I'd probably have to sneak right above SSP. So first and second, I got Tim and Dylan, not Tim and Dylan, Theo and Tim tied. Technically, Theo is first, but of my personally right now, I'm starting to like Tim a little bit more. I will say about Theo has the best guess, and I can't believe what he said with Antonio Brown. That's just crazy. But yeah, my thing of okay, I will say actually Theo is he's got a little bit of a lead on Tim, and that's because one his guest obviously. I mean, Tim has some guests like the MD Foodie Boys. He has some random guests here. He had JD, so that's pretty good. But Theo has like literally the most random people. Like I'm just gonna name a couple: Sketch, Donald Trump. Like, how do you have Sketch and Donald Trump on your podcast? And then he had like well, he's had Joe Rogan before. He's had Tim Dillon, Logan Paul, literally Antonio Brown, like everybody. Shane Gillis, Bobby Lee, Andrew Santino. I think he's had Matt McCusker probably. But yeah, he's had like literally everyone. Andrew Schultz he had, which, yeah. But okay. I also want to preface this, Andrew. If you watch this ever, I do like your comedy. I just don't like the style of your podcast. That's the only thing I want to say. But yeah. So Theo Von, Tim, probably. I don't know. The thing about Kill Tony is it really depends on the guest, which I get is the whole point of the show. And you're not always gonna like each one because it's live and it's not planned like these other ones. And Tim Dillon's a live podcast too, but I mean, as in the fact that it's like a show, it's not just a podcast. So I get that, but like I will say this: if you want to compare the Biden and Trump episodes of Kill Tony to, if you want to take this part of Kill Tony and compare it to this, it's number one. But if you want to take, a random episode where it's just like, a host that's not really that well known, like a guest that's not that well known, and average performers, like a bad bucket pool, then I'd probably have to put it at like 4 or 5. So it's really a tough. Kill Tony is so tough because, and I guess that's the whole point, is you never know where it's gonna go. So it's somewhere in between 5 and 1. Don't know. Depending on the week, it changes. But the thing about Kill Tony that makes it so interesting is you have, Ari Matty, you have Cam, David Lucas, and those are just like regular. Hans Kim, I don't know. It depends. He's either really good or decent. Um, and those are just some of the regulars, which they're all pretty good. Cam is pretty good, but my favorite's probably Ari Matty, and then David Lucas, Cam, and then Hans. But then the guests are where it gets so crazy because, well, they had the Undertaker. He wasn't on panel or nothing, but they had Undertaker. They had Ric Flair. They had Sketch also. I think they had Mr. Beast on one time. Shane, Ari Shafir, Matt McCusker, I think. McCusker, who knows? Who else did they have? And then they have, what's that guy's name? He like literally runs the show. Not Tony Hinchcliffe, obviously, but who was Biden? What was his name? And Dr. Phil and the nerd. Okay, well anyway, you know who he is too. He's really popular. I'm just gonna call him Dr. Phil. But anyway, I mean, the guest panel lineup is crazy, and that's not even to mention like all the other ones that they do. So Kill Tony's all over the place, but I think that's what makes it so damn good. Is it's just so random. I mean, I'll have to say when they went to Madison Square Garden, that was actually like, I think it was 2 nights and they were each 3 hours long. I didn't miss a single part of it. That's actually like worth watching the whole damn thing. One more thing I want to do is, okay, so we've rated Switcher or whatever, Could Have Been Love. We've rated comedy podcasting. Now I want to rate streamers. I mean, there's plenty that I know of, but I'm gonna just do, a couple. I'm gonna probably do 10. That way it's not like a giant ass list. So I'm gonna just do most of AMP. I don't think Chris streams, or maybe Davis doesn't stream. I don't know. I'm just gonna name a couple. So FaZe Boys, I'm gonna get Stable, PBM, Lacey, Ween. I'll just put Yugi in there. Silk, Adapt, Rage. I'm not putting Kason in there because I don't watch him, so sorry, I guess. Actually, I'm gonna just do FaZe, but I'm gonna add like other people like Dramo. What's that? What's his name, bro? What's the fucking Bepsi? Duh. Bepsi, Drew, Banks, Rug. What's that other guy's name though? Chat. What's the guy's name? The African American guy that said he was a virgin when they were guessing the virgin. Nas. Or Nos. Nos. Alright, so we got Stable, PBM, Lacey, Ween, Yugi, Silky, Adapt, Rage, Dramo, Bepsi, Drew, Banks, Rug, and Nos. So we got 13. Alright. I'm gonna go with number 1. Actually, okay, there's 13. 13. Honestly, I'm gonna have to go Yugi. You haven't earned your spot yet. You're well on your way, but you just haven't earned it yet. 12. I'm gonna go. Let me see. Um, 12. I'm gonna go Nas. Sorry. Then I'm gonna go Dramo. All right, at 10. And this is me personally. I don't want to say, I'm not saying their full career, how successful they are. I'm saying me personally, this is how I feel. And there's nothing against these. I mean, I like all of them. But I'm just saying, 10, I'd probably have to go. Rug, just because I don't watch him enough, but I know people love him. 9, I'm gonna go Drew. I know people hate Drew, but the way people hate him, it low key gets funny sometimes. So then I'm gonna put probably Banks. Actually, no, not Banks. I'm gonna put PBM. Actually, no, I'm gonna put Jason. Jason at 8. At 7, I'm gonna put probably PBM. At 6, I'm gonna put Rage. At 5, I'm gonna put Banks. How the fuck? Okay, so I'll have to make another spot. All right, Banks at number 5 or number 6. I mean. All right. Now we have left. We have Bepsi, Adapt, Silky, Lacey, Stable. Silky's obviously next. And the thing is, I don't watch Silky, I'll admit, but I'll just say his funniest moments are like literally all the way up here. So I'm gonna go Silky next. Adapt. People don't appreciate Adapt enough. He's so underrated. I mean, you gotta think he gets the least amount of views, probably tied with Silky, maybe in FaZe. I don't even know compared to Kason, but he is so underrated. Like he really fucking came back. He's so funny, when he does comms and everything. Oh my gosh, look at that fish's rap. Like that type of shit's so funny. I really fuck with Adapt, and you can tell he'll have like a fan meet him, and like during the FaZe subathon, one of his fans was showing like artwork, and he's actually like interested in like actually on a deeper level, like talking to him about it and how cool it is, which some of the other FaZe members actually probably wouldn't do. So Adapt is number 4. Actually, I don't know. I take that back. Lacey is number 4. Adapt, nah. Bepsi is number 2. Then Adapt, and then Ron. I feel like this is a fair list. I'm gonna read it to you. 1 Ron, 2 Adapt, 3 Bepsi, 4 Lacey, 5 Silky, 6 Banks, Rage at 7, PBM at 8. At 9 we got Ween, 10 Drew, 11 Rug, 12 Dramo, 13 Nas, 14 Yugi. I feel like that's a fair list. I didn't include Marlon, and I didn't include Silky's cameraman. Oh, what's that one guy's name? I don't want to call him a nerd, but the assistant with glasses. I would put him up here too. I'd put him right up at number 4 with Lacey. I think he's Silky's assistant, but he's actually better than Silky. But yeah, so I think that's gonna be it for this podcast. I know it was kind of not a podcast and it was all over the place and it was a lot of just ranking and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get more of a better, structure and niche and direction with this. But thank you all for watching today. I really appreciate this. How did my mouse turn off? Anyway, love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.